You know, what an amazing opportunity that we come across every once in a while. This past weekend, we had a homeowner. Uh, she'd actually contacted me a couple of weeks ago about having bees in the soffit of her house, a very tall house uh, that was on a hill, which made it even taller to get up to where the soffit was. She had been for about a year doing research on how to get honeybees out of the house, and she had contacted a couple of pest control companies. One of them told her it was yellow jackets. I'm not sure I've ever seen yellow jackets nesting 40 feet in the air. And they put in some kind of chemical to try to kill them from inside the attic, uh, which did kill some of the honeybees, unfortunately. Um, she had some beekeepers come out, and it was just too big of a task. It's more than just cutting something open or grabbing a swarm of bees off the side of a limb or a tree or a house or whatever the case was. So this was a little bit unique because it was so high up in the air. It was on a hill. It just took some additional resources that most people just didn't have. Uh, Fortunately, I reached out to a local beekeeper named Wayne Brown. I am also a beekeeper, and we were able to team up and pull the resources together to make this happen. And I'm just excited that we were able to do it, because otherwise, at some point, the homeowner would have had to have an exterminator come in and just wipe them out, and then pull it apart and get all the remains out. So we were able to successfully transfer this colony, actually to Wayne's apiary that he has just outside of Augusta, Georgia. And it's been 4 days since we finished up, and from my understanding, they're all doing well. We were able to get a little bit of the honey out of it, but Wayne was able to rescue some of the brood, a good bit of brood. We were able to vacuum up a lot of bees. If I had to guess, probably more than 10 pounds of bees. There was a lot of bees in this thing. The colony itself was about probably 10 inches wide by about 12 feet long. So yeah, it was great. So we got everything out. We got it cleaned up. We got it sealed back up. So I don't foresee that the bees will ever come back to that area again, unless they find a new entrance that we might have missed. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of share the experience with you. Big shout out to the homeowner for allowing us to do this, because it really was a great experience to do something out of our comfort zone, if you will. So I won't mention her name. I'll just use her initials, PK. Thanks. Thank you, PK, for letting this come out and serve your family and just, rehome this colony of bees. So we'll shoot it over to some of the video that I took on site.
Pretty cool.
All right, Master Wayne on the lift. Getting ready to start our bee removal. Kind of hard to get a good view. The sun is peeking out at us in just a way that makes it hard. So it's kind of hard to see, but there's a piece of crown molding up there, and it's bowed out just a little bit, and that's where they're going in and out. And I don't think I can do justice trying to point to it, but right in there is a piece of crown molding, and that's where they're going in and out at. Probably 35, 40 feet up in the air. We guesstimated it was about 40 feet, but it's a 50-foot lift, and He certainly hasn't got all the way up on it. Kind of zoom back a little bit. You know, the trick with vacuuming bees is to get that vacuum to where it's just enough to suck them up, but it's not so strong that it beats them up. Yeah, they're getting pretty upset right now. Sorry that my videoing is not to perfection. I'm just holding the phone myself. Don't have all the fancy tripods and gimbals and all that. So Wayne has his wife and son here to help out, and the homeowner. It's a nice day. It's probably 65 or so right now. Kind of a cool morning. Cold front came through. Even though we are, you know, it's about I think it's the 7th of May. 8th of May, maybe? I forgot to look at the calendar. Anyway, it's been warming up pretty good, and these bees are pretty active. You can tell there's been a lot of activity around them. So we were trying to get here early enough this morning to get them before they got too active, but you know, when you have jobs and those kind of things, sometimes you got to get to it when you can. Anyway, we'll come back a little more in a few minutes. All right, Wayne's been up there for about 15 minutes. He's gotten the first little bit of vacuuming done. He's pulling off some of the crown molding. Just thought I'd you can see where he's at up there. Kind of zoom in a little bit. There we go. Starting to get that crown molding off and that fascia board off. Probably have to take the soffit off too. They're not happy with him, that's for sure. Golly, sorry. I'm looking at him instead of the camera. It's a missing part of it, but still doing a good job. Doing a real good job up there. Kind of worries me. I haven't seen any bees come out of the bottom, I don't think, of the soffit. They're still going in over the top. So I don't know if that's an issue or a concern or not. I could frame him up better instead of having him twisted sideways. So, alright, let's check out and see what's going on. Alright, Wayne's
Oh, okay. What's crawling out? Yep. Oh my God. Well, there's a
You see 'em?
CSRA.
They're coming on the outside.
So when you build your bee vac, sometimes watch out for holes there. That's awesome. See them popping their heads out. Like, hello. Alright, taking a little break. Alright, continuing with the bee removal. We're up about 40 feet in the air. Off the side of the house. We've already been removing part of the fascia and soffit, and so everything's getting all kind of sticky and messy because we've already removed probably, I don't know, 40 pounds of cone. I think the girls are getting upset with me. I'm getting a little close. If you can see that, but it still goes down a ways. So this turned out to be a much, much bigger removal than we were originally expecting. So anyway, let's come up to do some more vacuuming, and then once we get some more of the bees out, sorry about that, get some more of the bees out, we'll go back to getting some more of the cone. Anyway, suited up. I got to get my gloves back on. I got one glove on, but not both. And got a new bee. One of the guys off of Facebook, I used his design. So we got that all hooked up here, ready to go. And I don't know if I can get them in the background here. This is where we're at with them. So we've already got a glove on that hand. We got them right here, kind of behind me. All right, I'm gonna take a break and try to get some bees vacuumed up. All right, still doing bee removal here. The saga continues. I think we're getting a little bit closer to where maybe the brood stuff is. So I'm trying to look at bees in my camera and everything at the same time. So just let me see if I can get you a little bit closer view. Switch the camera around. You can just see how thick they are. They're just thousands and thousands and thousands of bees. Just trying to get a little bit closer to the center here. Maybe we can find the queen if we're lucky. Just trying to take my time, starting on the end down here where we've already pulled some of the honeycomb out. Change the view there a little bit. And just working our way in, trying to take our time so if we do get close to the queen, we know before we get to it. All right, let's vacuum up some more. All right, about 5.5 hours into this job, we've finally found the end of the cone, which is way out here, much further than we expected. So I guess that should be the first rule of trying to get bees is that they're never what you expect. So they're in the complete, God, what is that, 12-foot probably worth of soffit up underneath there. Just completely covered that thing. So we sucked a few bees out in here. Can't really see them real well, but there's a bunch of them in there. Pulled out a little bit of the cone here. Everybody getting them a little dinner before they try to go back home. Dinner won't be there when they get back home. That is one big beehive. Alright, so the saga continues. We're still out trying to get bees. It's like the more they get removed, the more they come out. What we thought was going to be a few feet worth of bees turned into be about 12 feet all the way down that, 10 or 12 feet all the way down that whole side of the house. Yeah, it just continues with more and more. Right, I think we're finally finishing up our bee extraction. Flip the camera around here, just going to take a little look. Wayne down there, he's been doing most of it. Was up here just a few minutes ago. And got the last little bit of cone and bees out, scraped it out real good. We're getting ready to do the repair. Really nice day, beautiful day. Zoom in a little bit, few stragglers still around. Found a lot of honey on the side of the house. I'm sure some of these are robber bees. Got everything scraped out pretty well. A little bit of wax still on there. Hey, look, a few people in Florida, a little love bug there. Get those around here every once in a while. So we still got a few hanging around on the edge here, but I think they're mostly just lost, dazed, and confused. So anyway, we've got everything scraped out really well, so we're going to start rebuilding the rebuilding everything to put it back together. So, still coming in with lots of pollen on their legs. So yeah, at this point they're just kind of hopeless, homeless, not hopeless, homeless. So anyhow, all right, we're gonna get it finished up and cleaned up. Man Wayne down there got everything together here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Probably put a little bit of honey bandit in there to keep them from coming back, we hope. Got a couple tagging me on my head. I didn't put on my suit just to come up here and take a final look. So, all right. Until next time, that's it. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your honeybees. Just real quick as an add-on to this, I just wanted to show this little piece of cone. This is probably the darkest cone I've ever seen. It's got to be several years old. Oops, sorry. Lift is going down. Stay here trying to talk. But got pretty much everybody out of there. There's still a few scragglers floating around. But yeah, I was just amazed at just absolutely how dark this cone is. More down there that's been probably capped and uncapped several times. Alright, just trying to get it finished up. We're going to start doing the rebuilding process of putting everything back in place. Alright, now that we got the bees out, there's still a couple of scragglers flying around, but Wayne's up there. Had to cut some new wood, had a few pieces that had carpenter bee damage on it, so we just went ahead and bought some new cedar fascia and some new plywood soffit to put up there. Cleaned out all the wax real good. Wayne's been phenomenal on this job. Very cool. Smile, Wayne.
Smile on camera, darling. You know what I'm saying. If you're doing that kind of painting,
So
it can help.
yeah, it's been pretty awesome to
Then if somebody else is in pain, I'm like, hey, you
to get this done, to be able to get these bees out of there. Caught a whole bunch of bees, whole lot of bees.
No.
It was yeah. Anyway, it's pretty exciting that we would be able to get this done for the resident, for the homeowner. She's getting ready to head out of town here this afternoon. I think she's been kind of waiting on us to finish up, watching the progress. So I'm excited that we're able to get it done for her, and I know she's excited to have it done. So anyway, all right, until we finish up, we'll stop it here.